You know, I have seen everything when I have seen Disney make Dumbo be forgettable. Dumbo, directed by Tim Burton, written by Ewan Kruger, who is from the Transformers franchise. Hey, that's a great idea. Let's get a writer from the Transformers franchise. Really? Starring Colin Farrell, Michael Keaton, Danny DeVito, Eva Green, Alan Arkin, Nico Parker, and Finley Hobbins, as well as a big flying elephant named Dumbo. Now, this is a pretty big remake that Disney's doing, a remake of one of their classics, Dumbo. And my expectations were really, really low with this movie, especially hearing that they got a writer from the Transformers franchise to do this movie. And Tim Burton hasn't been doing so well with making movies lately. And the last good movie he made was Big Eyes, really. Especially when he's been making movies for Disney. I think Disney's is zapping the magic out of Tim Burton, really. Because a lot of the movies that he's made for Disney, like Alice in Wonderland, and some of the other movies that he's done, Miss Peregrine also, really haven't been all that good. Then again, they haven't been as bad as the Willy Wonka movie. But hearing about this movie, I was a little bit skeptical about how good this movie was going to be. And I have to say, this movie was really, really forgettable. It goes through one ear and out the other is how it slips my mind, really. And we know the plot of Dumbo. We got a circus that has a mother elephant that gives birth to Dumbo. And we find out that Dumbo can fly, which helps save the circus, which is manned by Danny DeVito, who is the ringmaster, and we got these two kids played by Nico Parker, who is Thandie Newton's daughter, an actress from Westworld, and Finley Hobbins plays the son. Colin Farrell plays their father. He is a veteran that comes back from a war, and he's missing an arm. So eventually he gets a fake arm in the movie, which he really can't use because the arm is made out of stitching. Might as well be a Raggedy Ann arm. And Michael Keaton in the movie is the villain of the film. He's this big entrepreneur, circus guy that gives this promising money deal to Danny DeVito to help him out. Dumbo's only flying around so he can get reunited with his mother, the main plot of the movie. And as for anybody wondering if the little mouse is in it, the little mouse makes an appearance in the movie, but he doesn't talk, and really the mouse's role was replaced by the children, Millie and Joe. So let's talk about this movie. Now, the Disney remakes have been a bit of a hit or miss, really. I haven't really liked all of them. The one I like the most is the Jungle Book movie, and really all the other ones I haven't really liked. So going into this one, I didn't really think I was going to like it, and I have to say I don't like this movie, but I'm not going to give this a bad grade at the same time, really. I did enjoy it. I just find this movie forgettable. One of the main reasons why is because of Nico Parker's performance in this movie, since she is trying to be the most closely connected to Dumbo. She is so emotionless in this movie. There's nothing to her performance. Give Dumbo the feather. There's no emotion there. Come on, give me something to connect to. And I can't connect to this little girl at all. Definitely one of the problems with this movie is that there's too many subplots. There's a subplot with Colin Farrell and his children. There's a subplot with a love interest. They turn Eva Green's character into a love interest for Colin Farrell. There's no chemistry there, really? That comes out of nowhere. A lot of this takes away from the spotlight of the movie, which is Dumbo, really. And that goes right to the writing. Since we got a Transformers writer, one of the problems with the Transformers movies is that the Transformers didn't get enough screen time. Well, that's the problem with Dumbo. Dumbo himself doesn't get enough screen time in this movie. He's overshadowed by a lot of the circus performers, or he's overshadowed by all the stupid subplots in this movie. You're taking away too much attention from the main attraction. Come on. We do get to see Dumbo fly, but maybe not enough, really. One of the scenes, though, we do get to see with Dumbo flying, is we get to see Dumbo flying with Eva Green on his back. I'm thinking, wait a minute, I don't know if Dumbo would have the strength to carry Eva Green. I think Eva Green was way too much for that little elephant. I did think that the CG effects on Dumbo was pretty good, and there were times when it did make me laugh. Some of the comedy was pretty good, although there were times when some of the comedy was not so good. Many times when the comedy was not so good, actually. The actors in this movie are okay. Michael Keaton is a very generic villain, though. Danny DeVito is really, really silly in this movie, even more silly than usual. And I didn't really like the children in this movie. So overall, I just really found this movie to be very forgettable, and it didn't really make me cry at any scenes in this movie. The original animated film makes me cry. It's great that this movie doesn't have any racist crows like the animated film does, but still, you gotta have something in order to get some emotion out of me, really, and there's nothing to get any emotion really out of me. They don't do a good job of getting the spotlight on the relationship between Dumbo and his mother, Mrs. Jumbo. So my grade for this movie is a C. I do think children are going to like this movie, but really, from my point of view, I just find this movie forgettable, and that's all I got to say for Dumbo.